What is up, everybody? InStinctGamer here with another episode of the latest and greatest PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X gaming news. We have been waiting for so long for the release of Cyberpunk 2077. I personally will be playing this game day one, and as of this recording, that day will be November 19th of this year. Now, this year has been quite crazy, and the global situation has thrown everything, including gaming, into flux. We see this from game development to the release of the PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X and S. Now, Cyberpunk has been delayed already this year, originally set to be released April 16th of 2020, then pushed back to September 17th, then moving again until November 19th of 2020. When CD Projekt released a statement about the delay, most people are understanding. I'm of the mindset that you should try your best to release a product, video game or otherwise, when it is properly prepared. I'm probably a lot more forgiving since I play games like Madden to bug fixes as long as the bugs don't inhibit my ability to play. Others may not be so kind, which is fine, but that leads to developers to delay games so that their name doesn't go down the toilet along with their sales. It appears that the developer is trying to avoid yet another launch delay. According to a Bloomberg article, starting this Monday, employees at CD Projekt Red have mandatory 6-day weeks as the developer looks at crunch time before the November release. This is something that is not all that uncommon with the video game industry. However, CD Projekt Red has been previously criticized for engaging in crunch, which according to the article is an industry term for excessive overtime that lasts for weeks and can stretch into months and even years. Now that is absolutely nuts. Now I'm excited for the game like any other gamer, but I probably wouldn't see myself being forced to work 6 days a week, and we really don't know at this point how many hours a day. I'm pretty sure it's definitely not a 4-hour day, but upwards of 8 to 10 hours a day, if not more. Could you imagine yourself having time to think, let alone live your life outside of work with these conditions? I don't think so, especially not upwards of doing this for a year or more. Now, the biggest kicker is that last year, CD Projekt Red co-chief executive Marcin Iwinski told Kotaku that the company would be avoiding the mandatory crunch and committed to allowing employees to work without overtime. This was made a huge shift as of late. An anonymous employee who apparently doesn't want to get fired said that some staff has already been putting in nights and weekends for more than a year. This in itself is ridiculous. Now, Adam Badowski, head of CD Projekt Red, is happy with the state of Cyberpunk 2077 as it has been sent in for release certification for PlayStation and Xbox, and now he states that it's time to fix lingering bugs and glitches. This just seems a bit odd that he's pleased with the progress, but now crunch is being implemented, though they've extended the release several times over. Seems a bit like mismanagement or not the full truth, but that's just me. So leave your thoughts about this in the comments below. Badowski is quoted as saying the following: "Starting today, the entire development studio is in overdrive." Badowski wrote, elaborating that he meant your typical amount of work and one day of the weekend. The extra work would be paid as required by Polish labor laws. Many other video game studios don't pay for overtime. Now he continued with this: "I take it upon myself to receive the full backlash for the decision. I know that it is in direct opposition of what we've said about crunch. It is also in direct opposition what I personally grew to believe a while back, that crunch should never be the answer. But we've extended all possible means of navigating the situation." Honestly, he may end up regretting this statement, as we saw with the backlash with Naughty Dog received this year with The Last of Us Part 2 about the working conditions behind the scenes. Now, the response of Badowski had toward the excessive work conditions do not sit well, and it is that developers will be well compensated even though they are being paid overtime according to Polish laws, which begs the questions, what if there wasn't a law requiring them to pay? This is what Badowski posted in response to the article. "The last 6 weeks are our final sprint on a project that we spent most of our lives on, something we care for deeply. The majority of the team understands that push, especially in light of the fact that we've just sent the game to CERT, and every day brings us visibly closer together to shipping the game we want to be proud of. This is one of the hardest decisions I've had to make, but everyone will be well compensated for extra hours that they put in, And like in recent years, 10% of the annual profit our company generates in 2020 will be split directly among the team. This seems a bit of a mess at this point, and one thing that you don't want to do is make such a profound proclamation which cannot be kept, especially so publicly, about being a more humane place to work. I will end with a quote from Iwinski, which no longer holds to be true. We are known for treating our gamers with respect. I actually would like for us to be known for treating our developers with respect. What do you guys think about the situation? Should the game be delayed yet again? Is crunch time in the gaming industry acceptable? Leave your view in the comments below. Also, check out our previous video about the third wave of the PS5 and Xbox Series X and S pre-orders. And tune in for our continued coverage on next-gen gaming news. Thanks for joining us here at InStinctGamer. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you can stay up to date when we release content. Follow us on Twitter at InStinctGMR and InStinctGamer.com for our latest news and posts. Have a great day, and we'll see you in the next video.